How's it going, Rams? Welcome back to another edition of CTV Sports. I'm Hunter Strand.
Super excited to bring you guys all the sports news. I'm Lucas Williams. Here's what we've got on tap for you tonight.
Swim and dive falls short in their own border war matchup at home, while volleyball battles through 5 sets to defeat San Jose State.
Women's basketball dominates in an exhibition match against CCU, winning 81-25. On the other hand, men's basketball opens up their season Moby Arena with a win over Incarnate World.
All that and more on CTV Sports, which starts right now. Colorado State volleyball is heating up at just the right time. The Rams have now won 6 straight matches, and they're doing it with confidence and flair. It started with the Halloween sweep of Fresno State and continued with a hard-fought 5-set victory over San Jose State. Each match has looked a little different, but the formula for success has been the same: chemistry, composure, and a whole lot of belief that this team is learning how to stay steady and having fun while doing it. With momentum building and the postseason approaching, the Rams are now finding their stride right when it matters the most. The following match inside Moby Arena was all treats for the Rams, as they cruised past Fresno State 3-0. The trio of Maria Byrne, Hadley Jamison, and Riley Simpson combined for 24 kills, while 5 Rams also recorded at least 5 kills each. That cohesion carried over when CSU faced a scrappy San Jose squad known for long rallies and relentless defense. After dropping the second and third sets, the Rams fought back to win 3-2. Simpson, returning from injury, led the team with 15 kills, 3 blocks, with middle blocker Bren Rowland added a boost of energy, with 3 late kills and 2 blocks. Their turnaround started from the service line after losing momentum midway through the match. They rediscovered their rhythm in the 4th set, serving tougher and setting up more efficient attacks. Once they controlled the tempo against CSU's, confidence surged. Now the Rams turn their attention to Utah State, still undefeated in conference play, and the same team that swept them earlier this year. "I hope we play with a chip on our shoulder," Cohen said. "We've got something to prove, and we're looking for a little redemption." With their chemistry peaking and confidence surging, they are poised and ready to answer the call.
Last Friday, Colorado State swim and dive would spend their Halloween in Laramie, where a border war matchup would take place between the Rams and the Cowgirls. Senior diver Alicia Gonzalez of Wyoming delivered for her team, scoring a 302.25 on the 3-meter dive. That was her first time topping 300 this season. Gonzalez would also win the 1-meter dive, scoring a season best of 258.52. Colorado State's divers battled but couldn't quite match those scores. CSU's Maggie Discasipo placed second on the 3-meter dive with a score of 243.45. In the pool, there were several tight battles and one of the more dramatic finishes. Wyoming's Macy Hansen narrowly edged out CSU's Aaron Dawson in the 500-yard free by just 0.06 seconds. So that's a time of 5 minutes and 2.8 seconds to a time of 5 minutes, 2 seconds, 0.14 seconds. The 200-yard butterfly became a Wyoming showcase. They would sweep the top 3 places, gaining 17 team points. The Rams would continue to fight back. CSU senior Claire Wright won the 100-yard breaststroke in 1 minute and 4.74 seconds, along with sophomore backstroker Tess Winery claiming victory in the 100-yard back in 54.96 seconds. Wyoming would ultimately come away with the win, tallying up 154 points to Colorado State's 146. That gives the Rams their first loss in the season, now sitting at a 2-1 record. Colorado State will travel to Pullman this Friday, where they will square off against the Washington State Cougars at 5 p.m.
3 minutes, Colorado State stood toe-to-toe with one of the best Mountain West teams. But in the 84th minute, one decisive strike ended the Rams' postseason run. CSU fell 1-0 to San Diego State on Sunday night in the Mountain West Conference Championship quarterfinal, closing out a tightly contested defensive battle that reflected just how evenly matched the two teams were. When the teams met earlier this season in Fort Collins, they played a 2-2 draw, and this rematch carried the same level of intensity just without the goals. The Rams opened the match aggressively, generating early chances off set pieces and a promising strike from Olivia Fout, one of CSU's most consistent offensive weapons this season. Defensively, the Rams held strong under pressure as the Aztecs looked to test their back line early. Fresh legs from Michelle McGowan made a difference off the bench as she disrupted passing lanes and won 2 crucial challenges to keep the Aztecs scoreless through the first half. As the second half wore on, both teams tightened up defensively, and quality scoring opportunities became rare. CSU's Casey Laurie anchored the back line with a composed play in the 84th minute. San Diego State finally capitalized, converting their first shot of goal on the match to take the lead. Despite a late push and a flurry of corners from CSU, the Rams couldn't find an equalizer before time expired. Colorado State finished the night with a 9-6 edge in shots and a 5-3 advantage in corners, reflecting on how much control they maintained during the match. The loss marks CSU's third consecutive appearance in the Mountain West Championship. For a team that battled to the final whistle Sunday night, wasn't a defeat without pride. It was proof that CSU continues to belong among the conference best.
Last Wednesday marked the final tune-up game for CSU's women's basketball team before their regular season gets underway. The Rams hosted the Colorado Christian Cougars in an exhibition match in Moby Arena, in which CSU rolled to an emphatic 81-26 victory. From the tip-off, CSU established dominance on both sides of the court. Defensively, the Rams kept the Cougars from scoring double digits in any quarter. Off the bench, redshirt freshman McKenna Murphy drilled all of her first 4 three-point attempts. She would finish with 15 points and 7 boards. Sophomore guard Chloe Frobe would rack up a double-double, racking up 13 points and 10 rebounds. Graduate senior transfer from Montana State, Lexi Deden, would crack double digits, scoring 12. Then Brooke Carlson, who is coming off a very strong freshman season, would tally 11 points and lead the Rams in assists with 8. The Rams are opening their regular season as we speak right now down the road in Moby, where they are facing the Weber State Wildcats.
If opening night was any indication, the Frockmanish era of Colorado State basketball is off to a great start under the lights of Moby Arena. CSU crushed to a 98-64 win over Incarnate World. The night started with some nerves at first, often do, but those quickly vanished. Once the game settled, CSU moved the ball with precision and energy, finding easy shots and creating plenty of highlights. The Rams finished with 22 assists to just 8 for the Cardinals, a stat that they perfectly captured their unselfish, team-oriented approach. The ball movement never stagnated, and every possession felt purposeful, a sign of a team that's already buying into its new identity. Every player who touched the floor contributed, from Kyle Jenkinson's dominance in the paint and Brendan Reichensen's control on the perimeter. CSU looked composed beyond its first game on the glass, where the Rams' relentless out-rebounding Incarnate World 43-24. Jorgensen led the way with 9 boards and set the tone for a front court that refused to give up second chances. CSU also turned defense into offense, piling up 15 fast break points and maintaining a double-digit lead for most of the night. It was that kind of performance that made the Rams look like a team already in midseason shape, not one just finding its footing. There was no celebration too early, just a focused team knowing that there is only the beginning of a long journey. The first game didn't show potential, it set the standard. The training wheels are off and the balance is found, and if opening night is any hint, the ride looks smooth, confident, and built for something big. The Rams now shift their focus to Omaha this Sunday here in Moby Arena for a tip-off at 4 p.m.
This past Friday, Colorado State's cross-country team would head west to Fresno, California, where they would compete in the Mountain West Championships along with 10 other schools. CSU's women's delivered a strong performance in the 6K, finishing 5th overall with 110 points. Leading the way for CSU was senior Kenya Denis, who would set a personal best of 20 minutes and 50.3 seconds, finishing 23rd in the race. And right behind her was freshman Tatum Berg, who had also set a new personal best, finishing within a tenth of a second of Denis at 20 minutes, 50.4 seconds. The highlight of this run was how tight the women's pack ran together. From spots 23rd to 29th, 6 runners would finish within 7 places of each other. The men's team would place 6th overall with 196 points in the 8K. Leading the way for the Rams was freshman Parker Westerin, who captured a personal best of 24 minutes, 16.6 seconds, and finished 40th at the meet. Then right behind him in 41st came Chris Henry, who finished with a time of 24 minutes and 17 seconds flat. Ultimately, the New Mexico Lobos would sweep this event, winning both the women's 6K and the men's 8K. Despite some desires still left on the table for the Rams, the meet included multiple personal bests, strong finishes from young runners, and a great demonstration of team depth. Next up on the schedule for the Rams, they will head to Taylorsville, Utah, November 14th, where they will compete in the NCAA Mountain Region Championships. And don't go anywhere yet, because after the break, we have a special hockey story from our very own feature reporter, Devin.
After 2 years?
You gotta be kidding me! Okay,
Okay, no.
Robbie.
Seriously, do you have anything you can use against the dragon?
I can do fireball. That'll do a lot of damage.
Yeah, to all of us. We're in a 4-foot group.
I'm sorry. What else do you want me to do?
Okay.
Hold on. All right. Wizard, what do you do?
Welcome back from the break, Rams. This weekend, I got the opportunity to chill out and check out the CSU club hockey team as they are full steam ahead into their 2025 season with high expectations for a younger squad.
CSU club hockey has been on the uprise and fans are starting to take notice. Despite the Rams not playing in the NCAA, the level of hockey is nothing to gloss over.
The skill gap, like I tell them, is so low in this league, and it's really up to the details and the little plays, and I think we're getting there.
The Rams season has been underway for over a month now, and the team has looked solid. This past weekend, CSU played a series of 2 games against Waldorf University, one on Friday and one on Saturday. CSU took the game on Friday, while Waldorf won the most recent meeting by a second-half performance where the Rams could not hold their offensive push.
Obviously, we wanted to come out with the sweep, but hockey's a very, very random game. There's a lot of luck involved, and I thought we played really well both games. Their goalie had a good performance tonight, but I told the boys, like, I'm proud of the effort, and sometimes that's just how it goes, and that's how we learn. I think we just didn't capitalize on enough of our opportunities. We got a lot of shots, but we got to make sure we score those grade A's. But I thought the pressure was well. We were playing physical, and that's kind of been our identity this year. So if we keep doing that, we're going to be just fine.
For Coach Latkovsky, his new opportunity is one of the rare ones, as he is now head coach of the team, just a year removed from being on the roster himself.
But it's been an amazing opportunity, honestly. Like, I've learned so much. I feel like I have a lot of good things to help people learn. I really, really love it and enjoy it. And again, the best group of guys I've been around. Like, again, it's not easy. Like, I'm only a 23-year-old, and I just finished playing, and like, they've always showed me respect. They've always trusted me, and like, I trust them. So it's been an amazing experience so far. So.
The team plays at Eudora Ice Arena, right near CSU campus, and receives great turnouts from CSU hockey lovers as the team constantly improves.
This team's just super close. I mean, everybody's a brother on this team. Everybody's doing something together. Just that kind of camaraderie has been huge for us. Coming to the rink every day, ready to work. Personally, I just want to keep on the track of progression that we have going on. Obviously, Coach said it too. Like, we're a young team. We brought in a pretty young class. But they stepped in from day one, and just to keep helping them develop, help our older guys be leaders and stuff like that, that's just going to help us go on our push as we try to go to nationals.
For CTV Sports, I'm Devin Imsirpasic.
I am thrilled to see how the rest of CSU's hockey season plays out as they are set to take on Missouri State this Friday at 6 p.m. on the road. Sit tight, Rams, because after the break, Hunter, Lucas, and I will be discussing the top games of the week and giving you our team predictions.
Welcome back to the show, Rams. This is the best game show in all of CSU, Ramboozled. Now let's get things going and go and meet our amazing contestants. Woo! Now isn't that an amazing batch of contestants we have today? And getting right into the questions because we don't waste no time here. Starting off, a blank question. Fill in the blank. Colorado is the blank state.
Oh, she's on it. Oh, me? Colorful.
Brilliant! And moving on to the final question of the game. What show
is the best in the world?
Ramboozled.
Yes! And we will see you then.
Welcome back from the break, Rams. You already know what time it is. Let's get into it. First game we got here is Broncos-Raiders. What are your guys' thoughts on this one?
Dude, I got to go Broncos. There's no way I can go with the Raiders right now. As much as I love Geno Smith, that boy's not beating a Broncos team. I'm sorry. So Broncos, I say about like a good 20 or so.
Yeah. As someone that's not huge on the Broncos, I picked the Texans last week. They proved me wrong. The Broncos keep winning. They've won 7 in a row. It's hard for me not going to the Broncos. What are your take on this, Devin?
Yeah, as someone who sees the Raiders kind of hitting their stride, I still think the Broncos are just too good. They've been really good in the fourth quarter, and I think even if the Raiders can hold the lead throughout 3 quarters, I think the Broncos will end up finishing it.
Yeah, I think this game will be a lot tighter than people think, but I do think the Broncos will get their 8th straight win. All right, next one we got is our very own CSU men's basketball team versus Omaha. I'm going to go with CSU in this one. They looked great last night. They won by 30. I know it's Incarnate World, but still playing so good against a team when you're favored by 10, winning by 30 is a huge win. Omaha is going to be a test. They're a tournament team last year, but I'm going to go with CSU in this one.
Exactly, Hunter. You said it. I'm also going to go with CSU. I mean, our whole starting five last night was in double digits, and we're playing an Omaha team. I mean, shouldn't even be a question. Give me CSU.
Yeah, CSU has so much depth. They showed it in their Incarnate World matchup last night, and I feel like Omaha is just not going to be able to keep up. I expect another blowout for the Rams.
No, definitely a good one for the Rams. Next one, this game actually already did happen last night, but we did pick these before. We got the Nuggets versus Kings. I think I'm alone here on the Nuggets. I think this is the best team in the league this year. I think they had the depth. They just look so good. It was a closer game last night, but the Nuggets still got out to win. Devin, what did you think?
I thought the Nuggets did their thing. I picked the Kings because I thought Nick Clifford was going to show out in his return to Denver, but he played pretty good, but overall the Kings were not able to keep up with Jokic, and nobody could stop him.
Yeah, Hunter, Devin took the words right out of my mouth. That pick was all of my heart. That was strictly for Nick Clifford, and unfortunately the Nuggets took it. So you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, Nuggets, best team in the league this year, I think, but yeah, I don't know how you guys decided with the Kings that one. I think the Nuggets were favored by over 10 points. I think, how did Nick do last night? I think he had like 5 points last night.
He had like 7 points.
Okay,
yeah,
7 points.
Pretty good.
Not a bad night. Well, that's all we got for you Rams tonight. As always, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next Tuesday.